Workday Pro Integrations exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. You are setting up security for a core connector-based integration system. What is the most direct method within Workday to identify the web service operation that the connector template utilizes? A. It appears when selecting a core connector template during integration system creation. B. Run the integration and review the web service request via the integration messages audit. C. Refer to the SOAP API reference documentation on Workday Community. D. Execute the integration template catalog report within your Workday tenant. The answer is D. The Integration Template Catalog Report provides detailed information about all integration templates in the tenant, including the web service operations used by core connectors. This is the most efficient and structured way to identify the web service operation required for configuring integration system security. While options A, B, and C offer indirect methods or additional information, option D is the best practice and the most direct method in the Workday interface for this purpose. When developing XSLT for a Workday integration, which attributes are typically defined within the element? A. XSLT version and namespaces. B. XSLT version and encoding. C. XML version and namespaces. D. Namespaces and encoding. The answer is A. The or element requires the version attribute to specify the XSLT version, commonly 1.0 or 2.0, and includes one or more namespace declarations, e.g., XMLNS, XSL equals http://www.w3.org/1999/xsl/transform. Encoding is typically declared in the XML declaration, outside the XSLT itself. XML version is part of the declaration, not an attribute of the element. Thus, the correct pairing of attributes within is XSLT version and namespaces. When configuring an outbound IB, which option leverages a Workday-delivered XSLT transformation to produce a format different from Workday XML, e.g., CSV or JSON? A. Alternate output format. B. XSLT attachment transformation. C. Custom transformation. D. Custom report transformation. The answer is A. Alternate output format is a Workday-delivered option for outbound EIBs that uses predefined XSLT transformations to convert Workday XML into formats like CSV, JSON, or Excel, without requiring the user to write or upload custom XSLT. XSLT attachment transformation is used when you provide your own XSLT file. Custom transformation also involves uploading your custom logic. Custom report transformation is tied to custom reports and not directly related to core connectors or standard EIBs. Thus, for Workday-delivered transformations, not custom, the correct option is alternate output format. In the context of XSLT used within Workday integrations, what is the primary purpose of the element? A. Define the type of output file to generate. B. Enable access to the XSLT processing capabilities. C. Specify rules to apply to matching XML nodes. D. Dynamically set the output file name. The answer is C. The element is the core building block in XSLT, used to define how to transform specific XML nodes. Each template typically includes a match attribute, which tells the processor what part of the XML the rule applies to, and the body contains transformation instructions for that node. A and D refer to output formatting, which is managed elsewhere, like inner integration settings. B is irrelevant. The presence of XSLT already implies access to the language. So, is all about applying transformation rules to specific XML nodes. Why would you grant an integration system user, ISU, modify access to the integration event domain via an integration system security group, ISSG? A. To allow the ISU to own the integration schedule. B. To enable the ISU to configure integration attributes and maps. C. To allow logging into the UI as the ISU to launch integrations. D. To build the integration system as the ISU. The answer is A. The integration event domain governs access to integration event records, including scheduling and status tracking of integrations. Granting modify access to this domain via an ISSG allows the ISU to own and control the integration schedule, enabling automated launches and ownership of the integration process. B is incorrect. Attribute and map configuration is typically handled by integration developers, not controlled by this domain. C is incorrect. You don't log into Workday with an ISU directly. D is incorrect. The ISU doesn't build integrations, it runs and owns them. You previously configured a filename sequence generator for a core connector integration, but the external vendor has now requested a static filename instead. What is the correct method to modify the integration to meet this new requirement? A. Disable the filename sequence generator service. B. Run the task delete ID definition, sequence generator. C. Use XSLT to define a static filename in the output. D. Update the connector's filename launch parameter with a static value. The answer is D. The filename launch parameter in a connector integration controls the output filename. If the vendor no longer needs a unique filename, e.g., with timestamp or sequence, you can simply set the parameter to a static string, e.g., output_file.csv, ensuring the filename remains consistent. A is not an actual service to disable. B deletes the generator definition but doesn't change the launch parameter behavior directly. C is not the standard or best practice for setting the filename. The filename should be set via launch parameters, not XSLT. Which task should you use to upload a new XSLT file for a pre-existing document transformation integration system? A. Edit integration attachment. B. Edit integration attachment service. C. Edit XSLT attachment transformation. D. Edit integration service attachment. The answer is A. The correct task to use when uploading or replacing an XSLT file for a document transformation or outbound IB is Edit Integration Attachment. This allows you to attach a new or updated XSLT file to an integration system. B and D are invalid task names. C is close but not the actual task name. Edit integration attachment is the standard and correct task. This is a commonly used step when modifying transformations for outbound file formatting. What is the correct workflow for uploading an XSLT file when creating a brand new document transformation integration system? A. Configure XSLT attachment transformation. Then create integration attachment service. B. Create XSLT attachment transformation. Then configure integration attachment service. C. Create integration attachment service. Then configure integration attachment service. D. Configure integration attachment service. Then create integration service attachment. The answer is B. When setting up a new document transformation integration system, first, you create the XSLT attachment transformation by uploading the XSLT file and defining it as a transformation object. Then, you configure the integration attachment service to use this transformation within the integration system. This order ensures the transformation exists before it is referenced in the integration service. Options A, C, and D have the steps reversed or incorrect terminology. An external system requires a file containing recent compensation changes delivered every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, excluding weekends. The file should include only changes since the last integration run. What is the appropriate recurrence type for the integration schedule? A. Recurs every 12 hours. B. Recurs every weekday. C. Dependent recurrence. D. Recurs every 1 day. The answer is B. Since the file needs to be delivered only on weekdays at a specific time, the schedule should be set to recurs every weekday, which automatically excludes weekends. A. Every 12 hours would run twice daily, not desired. C. Dependent recurrence means the schedule runs after another integration finishes, which doesn't apply here. D. Every 1 day runs daily including weekends, so it doesn't exclude Saturdays and Sundays. Thus, the best choice to meet the requirements is recurs every weekday. What is the limitation regarding how many integration systems an integration system user (ISU) can be assigned to in Workday? A. An ISU can be assigned to 5 integration systems. B. An ISU can be assigned to an unlimited number of integration systems. C. An ISU can be assigned to only 1 integration system. D. An ISU can only be assigned to an integration system security group, ISSG, and not directly to an integration system. The answer is A. Workday imposes a limit of 5 integration systems per ISU to ensure security and manageability. This limitation helps control the scope of system users and maintain proper segregation of duties. B is incorrect because there is a limit. C is too restrictive and not accurate. D is incorrect. ISUs are assigned to integration systems, and their security is managed through ISSGs.